From Studio One in New York, it's Katie.
So nice to see you all, especially this time of year. It is really beginning to look a lot like Christmas here. Doesn't it look beautiful, you guys? Our crew did a fantastic job. The big day is just 1 week away, and Santa apparently isn't the only one who's making a list and checking it twice. Today, we're taking care of your holiday checklist. We've got everything you need to get it all done in time and with more green left in your wallet. Now, to me, the season officially begins when you trim the tree, and this year, I decided to step up the sparkle with a little help from a pro. For the past several years, I've gotten my tree at Sacred Heart, an all-girls school in my neighborhood. I want to get between 9 and 10 feet. Is that what I normally do?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty one. It's always exciting picking out my Fraser fir, but the real fun begins trying to get that 8-foot sucker into my apartment. Woo! Ta-da! And this isn't the only help I'll be getting with my tree this year. My good friend Jeffrey Phillip is stopping by to help me figure out something new to do with my decorations. What were you thinking for the tree this year?
I want to keep it a little bit more vintagey for you.
I've collected ornaments for a very long time. One of my favorite ornaments, though, has our Christmas stockings, and it's Jay, Katie, Ellie, and Carrie.
Oh, that's so cute.
So special, because that was, of course, you know, when Jay was here for Christmas. So that is particularly sentimental to me. I think before you get started, yes. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so I'm gonna leave and you're gonna make a little magic here.
Gotta make it happen.
We'll have fun.
The holidays are always about making your space more inviting and warmer. Taking decorative elements like this mirror and adding garland to it helps to give it a little bit more pizzazz and a little bit more pop. Time to start the lights. It's always very important to use a wire ribbon too, so that way you can bend it and actually get it to stay the way that you want it. It's ornament time. So we're gonna start with Katie's favorite ornament that she was talking about earlier. And we are going to set it front and center so she can very easily find it.
I'm ready, Jeffrey.
Can
I come in? Should I close my eyes?
Ready?
Yeah.
Open your eyes.
Wow, it looks beautiful. It looks so pretty. I love it.
We use pink ribbon because I really believe in sticking with the colors that are in your room.
Right. I love the flowers, especially.
Magnolia flowers.
Which is very good because I'm from the South.
There you
which
go.
Is so nice. We put some paper whites. Oh, and here's our angel. Oh, look, do you like her? My mom made that. Here she is.
Here she is.
How's that?
Perfect.
Wow.
It's a perfect finishing touch. And there's one other surprise. Open your eyes.
Wow, that looks so nice. You have little
So now these, the special part about this is you put the name of the person that's sitting there, but then this, you can make a special ornament that they take home with them to remember the evening.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Everyone needs a Jeffrey in their life, honestly. Please welcome the one person I know who would actually make an elf look inefficient, organizing and design expert Jeffrey Phillip. Look at you. You look so cute.
Thank you.
Very cute and
You look
Christmassy.
wonderful as well.
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much. That was such a huge help because that is a big job getting your house ready. And I'm terrible at coming up with like a pretty place setting. And I'm cooking Christmas dinner
Oh, you are?
this year. Yeah, good luck to my family on that. But tell me what was the most challenging part about decorating my apartment?
Making sure that you can tie the rooms together is one of the most challenging things, because just like when you're decorating a house for any other time in the year, you want to make sure that you can tie everything together and make it cohesive. So taking into consideration the colors that are in your room, in the living room, and then also the dining room, and how those two can really talk to one another and make it flow from one space
So you don't
to the
want
other.
a dramatically different style in the tree because it can be a
No.
little jarring.
No,
So
you
you
want
made
it.
it fit into it, and it looks beautiful, and it still looks beautiful, by
Thank
the
you.
way. And so let's talk about putting lights on a tree, because every year I ask my poor neighbor, Bob Ouimet, to help me, and I feel like I don't do it right, and so I have to have him come to the rescue. So give us some tips about putting the lights on the tree.
So there are two ways that you can do it. One way is to break the tree up into triangles and then go from the top and just zigzag back and forth all the way down the tree.
Oh, I've never heard of
And
that.
so
I always
you-
do it around that way.
And that's the second way, is doing it the maypole way. So you start at the top and then you go around the tree with the lights. And that's my personal favorite. It does require more work because you have to go up and down the ladder, but it's a little bit better because you can get the lights perfectly spaced apart. You have enough slack, and if you land up with a bunch at the bottom, you can just kind of tuck it in the back. and
Right.
it
In
stays
fact,
hidden.
you recommend tucking in the back to give the tree an overall sort of lit look, so it feels like there's lights throughout the
Yes.
tree, not just sort of on the outside of it, right?
Correct. So you want to make sure that as you're doing, you stick lights in every so often to really give it a little bit more depth. You can, the Rockefeller experts actually say to wrap it from the trunk to the tip, which is another great way. That's just a lot more time consuming. So
Right.
this is just a nice little workaround.
And I thought it was interesting because Jeffrey used vintage lights this year on my
Mm-hmm.
tree. So they were basically glass lights that had a little carving
Yeah.
in it. So they look kind of like Waterford crystal lights or
They
something
do. They
like
added
that,
a
which
nice
was
element to it.
a little old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about decking the halls, because I always think that a mantle can really change the personality of a room and make it so pretty. So let's cozy up to the fire, shall we?
It
And tell us
definitely
about these garlands and what you did here.
So what we did here, I like to approach a mantle the same way I'd approach a bookcase. So when you're styling it, you want to take into consideration and use different textures and finishes and different elements of height and to really give it some depth and give it some personality.
Right.
So here we used higher pillar candles, and then we used the vase on the right-hand
Which
side.
is nice, so it doesn't have to be super symmetric. In
Doesn't.
fact, it probably looks cooler when it's not.
Yes, it gives a little bit more life to it and doesn't make it so perfect. Even
Matchy,
though I'm a
matchy, as they
perfectionist.
say.
Yeah. And then we just put some ribbon through it, and we did a nice mixture of artificial and real garland, which
Now, why did
helps
you do
to-
that?
It helps to really save on the budget over time because you can reuse the artificial every year and mix it in with something that's a little less expensive.
And it's also pretty to have kind of a variety of greens, not just
Correct.
one
Yeah.
specific greens. In fact, you're going to show us, aren't you, how you can put together some of the artificial
Yes.
things that you can buy. And I like these because you can just put them away and use them year after year. I have some of these at home.
Yeah, you
I didn't
do.
use them this year because I had Jeffrey, you know, so.
But we did this in your house too. And so you take the artificial and you take the real one, and then you can use floral wire or actually a zip tie, which is one of my favorites because it's faster.
Right.
And then you just zip tie them together and you literally just start to kind of loop them around one another. And then, so you'll go like this. If you take this and put
Right.
this underneath.
And then these are, you know, because they have wires in them, you can kind of place them and make them look really beautiful, right? In terms
Yeah.
of once you put them on the mantle.
Yep.
Okay, now my next request of Jeffrey was to show everybody how you can do these cool ornaments, because it's something fun you can do with your kids, and it's relatively inexpensive, right?
It really is. This
All right,
is actually
so tell
very
us about these.
inexpensive.
Really inexpensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you do is you just get a clear ball, clear glass ball. and here
Uh-huh.
You can have one. And then all you do is you
And
take
you can
some
also get
paint.
these in plastic too, can't you?
Yes,
Okay.
you can. And then you take some paint. You can pick whatever colors you like. So if it's what the kids like or what matches your decor. And then you put it on its side and you just squeeze some in, and you're going to let it drop all the way down. And then you're going to turn it a little bit, and you can switch colors.
Okay.
And it's going to create a great, whoop, marble effect. And so you can pick like 2 or 3.
Look, and this is just plain acrylic paint?
Yep.
Is that right?
And you
Okay.
can put, you can clean the ball with alcohol first if you want to,
Uh-huh.
just to remove any imperfections. And then once you cover about 1/3 of the ball, you're just going to cover the top.
Oh, did I do
that.
too much?
No, that's good.
Okay.
So here's a paper towel.
Okay, wait, I have one more. Sorry. Sorry. Not that I'm a weird perfectionist or anything. Okay.
And then you cover the top, and then you just shake it, and you kind of like move the paint around and tap it, and you just go, 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 go. And then after you do that, you're gonna keep shaking out the excess so
Good
that
arm
all the excess
exercises,
comes
too.
out. And you can see it kind of starts to marbleize, and you can add more paint. Look at yours. You see, you did it faster. That's
I did
good.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you
And
basically
then you just basically
put
put it upside down. You put the top on, and then you can put a bunch in a bowl like we did here, and it creates a nice centerpiece.
So pretty. All right, we have to do the table
Okay,
really
let's go to the
quickly.
table.
Okay, so tell us what you did. This is so pretty.
So one of the things is you don't have to use a tablecloth to make a beautiful table. So all we did was we took a wreath, we took a cake stand that everyone has laying around the house,
Right.
and then we put some candles on it to create a nice centerpiece. It took about 10 minutes to put together, super easy.
Then you put pine cones that
We
you had
put some
spray
pine
painted
cones
gold and some ornaments.
and some ornaments.
And the really cute idea that Jeffrey had is you put name tags, as he did at my house, but in these he put ornaments that actually mean something special for people.
That's
So
right.
this was somebody who played on a soccer
So
team that year, right?
Jason won the soccer tournament that year.
Okay, and
And then we have
oh,
a
I know
special
who
one
this,
here.
This is mine. It's
for
a little
Katie.
engagement ring.
We had a
That's
special
so cute.
occasion.
That is a really cute ornament, by the way. And the Statue of Liberty, and obviously
So someone
this,
became a
this is for
doctor.
a doctor. See? That's so cute. Well, these are great ideas. And then real quickly, these napkin rings, because I think they add something special to a holiday
do.
table. What are these?
They're just gold napkin rings, very inexpensive, that you can pick up at any local store.
Yeah, I'm always intimidated by setting a beautiful table, but now you've taught me I
It's
don't
really
need to be.
simple.
Okay, Jeffrey, thank you so much. Well, up
You're
next, we're putting Jeffrey to the test. Could he take one viewer from a stressed out mess to the hostess with the mostest in 60 minutes for just $60? I think you're up to the job.
It was really
Good luck. We'll find out right after this.